Okay, so when approaching this assignment, I thought about a lesson that I'd done a while ago. It had gone great, the students loved it, but I haven't had a chance to circle back. And so I didn't really know if they internalized the information. So I created the partner quiz and the individual quiz, just like Hamilton suggested, at the same time, same format, same content, but then changed up the examples the students would be working with. I had a few concerns going in. First and foremost is that we had been out to spring break for 10 days, and so I knew the students had not been speaking any English at home at all. So I thought, oh, this might be really challenging for them. And also that the lesson had been taught a long time ago, so I just didn't know what they would remember. Challenges I faced right off the bat is one of my students was late to class, and so I didn't want to wait around. So I ended up putting the kids in groups rather than partners. So I think that kind of skewed the data of the partner test since it was a group test in the students' favor. So during the quiz, I walked around and took notes of where the students were struggling. I wrote down vocab words that they didn't know and just noted the different ways that the groups worked very, very differently. I saw my focus student, who is the newest to the country of everyone. He took such a leadership role in the partner quiz. It was so cool to see. I was really impressed to see how well he used cognates because this isn't something I'd done yet. And I was actually planning to do that as my next lesson. So it was great to see that. I could see where he struggled really was just with a few words he didn't know. He just had to make guesses. And also a couple times false cognates got in his way. So I've learned a lot about this student since I originally chose him. I knew he went to private school and he had a consistent education. I didn't know much more about him. Now I know that he's super intelligent, probably GATE. He loves learning, he loves debating, he loves being challenged, and he really always needs thoughtful discussion questions. I can't be basic with him. I have to challenge him and really engage him, and he loves it. He loves to learn. So after completing the partner quiz, we had a class discussion. We went through the answers and decided what the correct answer should be and kind of went over and saw, where they had difficulties. Um, Ironically, one of the trickiest parts was the format I made the quiz that I thought was so basic was actually kind of a stumbling block for them. They weren't sure when to answer, like if it was a question sometimes. So I decided after going through with them that my lesson needed to be short, but also very interesting. I wanted to bring in some culturally relevant examples and media text types for them to really kind of just try to extend the lesson since they got a lot of the basics already. I felt pretty good about what they knew. And I'm excited to teach that lesson. I'll actually be teaching the lesson and doing the retest tomorrow, and we'll see how it goes.